Well, hello, YouTube. This is Gorilla Todd here for the second episode of the Teacher's Lounge. Very excited for everybody to be here. It looks like we got a great chat going. I'm going to let my
second episode of the Teacher's Lounge.
let me
Very excited for everybody to be here. It looks like we got a great.
Mute that real quick.
Boom, boom, boom.
There we go. But yeah, I'll let my co-host say hello and introduce. Go ahead, Mynd Shift.
No, now it's doing it to me. For those that don't know me, and I'm sure everybody does, I'm Comments on the Mind, aka Mynd Shift, aka Kirk. It's good to see everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. How you doing, Todd?
I'm doing really well. I went hunting today, found some books.
Cool.
I'll be doing some bagging and boarding probably while we're talking.
It's all good.
Showing, so we'll have a little show and tell.
Nice.
Going on.
Did you pick up any new books or?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I always pick up some new books, some new stuff to read. I got actually a couple new trades to read.
Sweet.
In one score, and what did I get today? Did I get any trades today? I don't know. I gotta like look through the stuff. I picked up
It's all good.
Handfuls of books.
Don't interrupt the teachers, John. Oh, you're hilarious. Yeah, I picked up a bunch of stuff. I just haven't had a chance to.
Let's say hello to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got Beta Ray Jim. What's up, Beta Ray Jim? Good, awesome. Glad you were able to join us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
What's up, Meta? Okay, Titus. Hello. I know you're over in Japan. Good to see you.
Konnichiwa. Well, is that a morning greeting or is that?
I'm not sure. What's up, Jeff Schultz? How are you doing, man? Good to see you in the chat.
What's up, Jeff?
John's Comics with Kids. How are you doing? Good to see you.
So, brother, what's up?
Let's see who else we got here. Comics in my Mind. You're in the chat, but you're next to me. Well, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I don't think I did, but thank you to everybody who's joined us. Wow, we got 8 people watching. Mind blown. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Today was interesting. I had a meeting, quick little meeting with the other guy I work with.
Oh, nice.
And just a little like planning on how we're going to approach the year in terms of like using technology and stuff. Just general thing. Are
you guys doing social distance teaching this year as well? Or?
I don't know. I don't know what the exact plan is.
Oh, so you're like us. You're in limbo. You're in like teaching limbo as well.
Yeah. I think basically we got a plan for like the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And I guess appreciate anytime it's not.
Yeah. They announced a couple of days ago that they were going to do. They were opening the schools August 10th out here, but I mean. They're talking about doing another shutdown, so I don't know how accurate that's going to be, especially.
Yeah, I think they've postponed opening schools in Florida.
Oh wow, I'm not surprised there. But I was I try to avoid the news as much as I can. I get a little bit is just what I need, and that's it. But I was watching today earlier today, and they were just looking at the numbers of death rates rising. It's like surreal, world nationwide and just here in America. I'm not sure how bad it is where in Vegas, but I know the numbers, especially in San Francisco, the numbers are rising. It's kind of scary.
Definitely an impact. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact, I don't know what the whole reach of the impact is, but there's definitely an impact. But
yeah,
I don't know. Some businesses are getting hit worse than others. Just the reality, I guess. Some are able to find a way to keep their business going. Other businesses can be tough, I think.
Yeah.
But did you pick up anything this week?
I got my books from my pool. I'll I'll show the 4 that I actually read, and then I'll show you what else I picked up. I've been waiting for this one for a long time, for a minute. The continuation story of Moon Knight. This is Avengers number 34. It's really good. You picked it up too? Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I was kind of like, it left on a really great cliffhanger in the last in issue number 33 with Moon Knight basically disarming all of the Avengers and stealing most of their powers. So it was really, seeing. I have some. I'm not going to spoil this issue, but I have some theories. I can't wait for people to read it and we can talk about it because I have a theory on who he thinks is coming. So can't wait. And then I got. I read Venom number. What is this? Number 26. Yeah, with the character Taint. Damn, that always makes me laugh. It was pretty good. I'm definitely looking forward to the whole King Nolan December if we actually get it on time.
There's been a lot of work up to that.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I read I picked up Strange Academy number 2, which was a great read. It's like one of my favorites right now.
Awesome. Yeah, I gotta read that. I got 1 and 2. I just gotta read them.
Oh yeah, read number 1. It's like I call it the Doctor Strange meets Harry Potter, but Tacoma. Speaking of which, Tacoma Comics, what's up, brother?
What's up, Tacoma?
He was talking about earlier how it reminded him more of like Doctor Strange meets like 80s X-Men, and I read some X-Men from the 80s, and I definitely agree. Yeah, Strange Academy is good, Tacoma. And then I read Spider-Woman number 2, which was a great read. I had this.
Saw that one, but I didn't pick it up.
Yeah, I read the first one and I really liked it, and so I wanted to give it a chance and keep on reading maybe the first 3 issues and see if I am willing to keep on going. Because I'm trying to learn how to like cut back and read some stuff and trade. Which is a lot cheaper. I know you're always telling me it's a lot cheaper to do it that way anyway.
It's just more convenient.
I agree, definitely. What else did I pick up? I also picked up Once and Future issue number 9, which I can't wait to read.
I have the first trade of that.
Really?
Pretty soon.
Yeah, it's really good. But that's not my favorite indie that's out right now. My favorite indie that I'm really digging is Family Tree. And Family Tree number 7 came out, and it is really good. This one really picked up.
Which publisher puts that out?
Yeah, Image Comics puts it out. Yeah, and Jeff Lemire is writing this one. He is kicking butt on this one. Yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic world, or it's leading up to apocalyptic world, and it's very uniquely, you don't know, is it really? Because it's not zombies. It's like people turning into trees. Like, is that necessarily a bad thing? Like, is nature taking its power back? But the more you read, the deeper the story gets, and I've been digging it. I know Jeff Lemire writes a lot for DC, so it kind of makes me want to read a little bit more DC now. What are other titles that he's written? What else did I get? That's all the stuff that I actually read. I haven't read any of this other stuff I'm going to show. Guardians of the Galaxy 4, issue 4. I can't believe this one's. I almost forgot about this. So when I saw it in my pool, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they redid that one. Because Donny Cates wrote the last one, and people had mixed feelings about that. I honestly like Donny Cates' Guardians of the Galaxy. It was really great. And then I picked up issue 2 of Death Metal. Haven't got a chance to read it yet, but I was confused about issue 1, and I'm pretty sure issue 2 confused me as well. And then of course, I have all my X's on my pool, so I ended up getting giant size X-Men. Number one, Magneto. So almost read a review on it, but I was like, no, I'll actually read the book. But I like that cover. The cover is pretty awesome. Yeah, Boom. Yeah, I agree, John. Boom Studios is doing really good things right now. I need to read Alienated. I heard a lot of good things about that one. And there's something killing the children. I am so mad. I was gonna pick that one up.
I have a couple copies of Alienated.
I didn't realize it was gonna shoot up like so much. Like, it's pretty popular now.
Yeah, Boom's they're pretty slick at optioning stuff and getting
I agree.
Getting the wheels rolling.
But that's all I picked up. I wish I could like actually go into a comic book store and actually hunt. My buddy was talking to me the other day, and he told me there's a place out here in the Bay Area that's actually like letting 2 people in at a time. So I might check that out sometime this week or next week. They just really packed on Wednesdays because of course it's like it's comic book day, so of course they're going to be packed. But I'm sure if I go on another day, out of the week, it won't be as packed.
Sounds reasonable, but that's kind of intense, man. That store
I know.
Open that much.
I could go to Berkeley and hunt into half price books, but I mean, it's always hit or miss there, and it's just like literally half the price of the cover book, and sometimes the condition of the books is not really worth the price that you're paying. So, and you can't really like negotiate. It's just like all sales are final.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's man. I'll show you. I got a couple of trades. I got this Strange Talent of Luther Strode.
I never heard of that. Oh, I like the artwork. Artwork is pretty cool.
You see, looks pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah. What's the story about, or have you read it yet?
I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
But it says Luther Strode is just your average geek until he sends for an exercise course from the back of an old comic book. What he gets is the instructions manual for a murder cult as old as mankind, which does everything that it promised and more. So he gets some sort of instructional book.
Nice. Sounds pretty cool. You know what I'm kind of upset that they kind of canceled. I don't know if you were reading Bully War that Scotty Young was writing, and they went up to like issue number 5, and I guess they canceled it. I guess, and it was really good. Like the nerd had to team up with the bully to help him become like top bully basically. And I scratch your back, you scratch my, you don't beat me up. So it was really good, and the artwork was great. I could have seen it being like an actual like cartoon or a movie, but that's just how it happens sometimes, Unfortunately. What you got?
Okay.
I see stacks.
Just finished bagging and rebagging, or doing the bagging and boards. Yeah. This is a pretty cool bunch of books. Let's see what I got here.
Oh, Beta Ray Jim is asking, did you pick up any Thor today?
I think I did. I definitely know I have some Thor in the 4 boxes I picked up Beta Ray. I have to find it in the 4 boxes, but I know there's some Thor there. I know I got at least one Thor book today because I found a Thor got a Thunder #2, first appearance of War.
It's so awesome.
I got this Spider-Man #2. I found a copy.
Oh, nice. That's a great cover, dude.
Yeah.
Is that Miles holding Cap
Shield? Yeah.
Is that a variant, or is that like the actual cover?
I think that's just #2.
That is so. I really slept on that series. Or is that the one that came out before? Oh yeah, that's the one that came out before this.
This is the one with Bendis, Sarah Pichelli.
Yeah, gotcha. I see female Jane Foster for.
But yeah, this one doesn't say. I don't think this is before the one that says Miles Morales.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, is that a Mortal Hulk?
It's got a crease, but it's a pretty cool variant.
Oh, that's a yeah. those like weird.
It's got a crease on the back there.
Yeah, I have the King Thor one.
And then I found a copy of Justice Machine number 12. I just like this old book. I read this when I was younger, so whenever I find the issues, I grab them.
Yeah.
Eventually, I'll have a complete run. I got a Journey in the Mystery book. I just like this cover.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, that's a great cover.
So
What's up, Popeye 310? Going on?
Something Beta Ray that's interesting. Hey, Popeye 310, how are you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Okay.
I haven't seen the Daredevil one, John. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Picked up Vengeance of Vampirella number 2.
Oh, nice.
That one with the Ben Oliver cover. Yeah, that's the Oliver Kid.
Sweet.
Nice. You gotta get these from writes it on the back of the backing book, what it is. So this is, let's see, but this is another Vampirella. Another variant.
Oh, nice. I like the patterns in the back.
Yeah, with the skulls and the.
Oh, wow, that's a great cover.
Here, I'll go. Let me go big and I'll show it real.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, thanks, John. Nice. Oh, yeah, I'm digging the skulls. And I'm all about, I love symmetry in art. That's very symmetrical.
Yeah. This is a 1 in 25 by, look at this. I have to look up who the artist is. I'm not sure, but it's a pretty cool cover.
Nice.
It's a 1 in 25 for Vampirella 10.
That's a great cover. Do you have any of the old Vampirella books?
Like I have some of the old magazines. I don't have like a lot of them.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
They're tough to come by.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. I just got it.
This is a Vengeance of Vampirella number 1, a 1 in 10 Buzz incentive cover.
Nice.
Pretty cool. It's just another.
Yeah, my buddy just got into Vampirella. Well, he collects dolls and figurines, and he has a couple of Vampirella figurines. But he just started reading her comics, and he's like really into her.
This one's by Dalton.
Oh, is that like black and white almost? I love that. Oh yeah, I've seen this one, John. Yeah, this one's great.
And I got a
Tacoma.
so some sort of Red Sonja incentive, like a customer incentive or something.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting one of the Red Sonja, her old stories in a trade. So I never read any of her stuff, and I know a couple people in the community are always topping up her stories, and I definitely am interested in reading.
Yeah, I have some of the old Marvel Red Sonja stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Marvel feature stuff. I almost bought a Red Sonja #1, like an 8.5 today, but they said it was a consignment item, and that they didn't have any like room in the price, and it was like twice as much as it should be.
Yeah.
I'm excited to read this series. I have 3 issues now, so I'll probably dive in.
Yeah. I have number 2 thanks to you, and I wasn't able to pick up 3 this week because my store, there's a couple of comic books my store didn't. I have to go back and get that, and I have to go back and get Immortal Hulk, the newest Immortal Hulk. Go ahead. What you were gonna say? Sorry.
No, I like Adam Strange, the character. So
Yeah.
to read this. Mitch Gerard's art is good too.
Yeah, I never read any of the older stuff, but and the story does a really good.
Just a Nightwing 7.
Oh, nice.
Nightwing and Punchline.
I'm gonna stick to Batman and Detective. I feel like if I go out, I might get the new Harley Quinn next week. I know that ties into the Joker Wars, but I can't get. There's like one shots that are coming out because of the whole Joker War.
Yeah, they always events like are a little overdone, so I try to stay away from events for the most part. But I found this cover. This was from Absolute Carnage. This Miles Morales 3, man.
Oh, nice.
I found that on the shelf. That was a pretty awesome find.
Sweet. Yeah, the only one I got from the Absolute Carnage story was the Immortal Hulk one. That one was really good. That was a really good story. But I didn't finish reading the whole. I didn't get sucked in like a lot of people did. I read the first issue of the story, but that's about it. What's up, Superior? What's going on, brother?
What's going on in the chat?
We got Hobby in the house. What's up, Hobby? Conquista Dorks.
What's up, Conquista?
Bring back Overlord.
Reviews. Good to see you. So I got the Vampirella #1. Like with the classic.
She got some boots on.
Got a couple of Red Sonja books. These have Linsner covers. Joseph Linsner.
Nice. Great cover. Oh, she took somebody out. Yeah, these are great covers, dude. I really like that one. Oh, and the head and the hand is the best part.
Also, picked up this trade to read The Sixth Gun.
I've never heard of this series.
Yeah. The guy at the store recommended it to me.
Right.
What do you say about this? Zombies and maybe steampunk or something?
Zombie meets steampunk.
Really cool. Western. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. It's zombie and something. It's kind of cowboyish to me, like Western.
Nice.
Picked up some copies of what is this, Reaver 2 from Image, and then I got
good things about it. I haven't got a chance to read it. What's up, Southern Comic Geek?
the second
What's going on, brother?
one, so
Nice.
reader sets of 1 and 2.
When did that come out? Did that come out this year? Or?
I think issue 1 came out before COVID, and then 2 came out kind of recently. Just a Vampire State Building #3. Probably have some sets of these I can put together. I haven't read that one though. I want to read it. And then I got some Deja Thoris books, some cool covers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Dynamite puts out a lot of covers. Like I want to almost say too many, but they put out a lot of really good covers.
Yeah, and sometimes it's almost hard to choose which one to get. You know.
Yeah. And like you got like Corolla's covers are freaking.
Yeah. Sometimes like the variants are better than the A cover. That's I didn't get the A cover for Death Metal. I ended up getting the Finch one, which is way better. I like the covers.
I saw a bunch of.
Go ahead.
No, I saw when I went to the store. I saw those all there that the first day. They just didn't really I don't know. Didn't look that interesting.
Yeah, I mean it was.
I didn't really get the chance, but I'm just weary of like big events and like.
I understand. That's the whole reason why I'm acting like Empire is not happening right now.
Yeah, it was like I'm not getting. I was like almost not. I was saying I wasn't going to get any Empire books, but then like I saw like a Fantastic Four with like Art Adams, like Fantastic Four's zombies.
Yeah,
So I had to grab that book.
I'm like nope, but we don't really have a choice though because some of the books that we're reading now are going to tie into Empire. You know what I mean? I think Avengers is going to tie into Empire. I think a couple other books are going to tie into Empire. I know Agents of Wakanda are going to tie into. Oh yes, I love that series, dude. I'm so mad that they're making the last issue like digital. That's making me so mad.
But I think they said they're going to do. They're going to go to print with all.
Oh, they're going to actually print it.
I think they announced they're going to actually print it.
Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy because I want Savage Avengers, which I've been really digging to be not digital only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's gonna suck. Because it's almost like a middle finger to the face, and just be like, just buy the trade. You know, you spend all that time actually investing into the whole run. Yeah, John. We gotta do a show where we talk about that about Valkyrie, man. Like I love Valkyrie. It was Jane Foster. When I found out that Jane Foster became Thor, I bought up everything I could get my hands on with her story. I still need to read like all new Avengers with her and like Sam as Captain America. Yeah, I love her, and she's a beast, and that's why I love War of the Realms, because you got a little taste of all of the Thor goodness. You got her, you got Thor and his family. It was really good. That was like the one event that
I've been collecting issues lately of War of the Realms. One because there's a lot of Art Adams covers, and I like his stuff, and and I like Thor and the characters surrounding Thor in general. I'll probably go ahead and read that stuff at some point.
It's pretty good to read. Like it makes me hate the second Thor even more because I really love the villain of Malekith and all he had to offer. And I didn't even see most of Dark World, but from what I heard, they did Malekith wrong. So, it's a Thor movie I'm definitely gonna not see. But War of the Realms is great. The lead up to War of the Realms was phenomenal. Like I loved taking that journey with Thor. When he became unworthy, and just seeing the build up of the different realms going into war slowly, and then it finally bleeding into Earth.
Where do you think a good point to start if somebody was to start reading the Thor storyline right now? What do you think is a good starting point?
That's a good question. I mean, for me personally, I jumped in Original Sin. Original Sin kind of led me down that rabbit hole. I don't know if you read it. That was like really great, and then I started reading Unworthy Thor and some of the stuff from even Thor's from the Secret Wars tie-ins was like so good, you know, because you learn, which is crazy because they connect that that series to you know, Thor's journey and the run that what's his name, Jason Aaron did, which
Yeah, I mean they definitely harken back to
yeah.
and concepts and ideas to. I mean, for one, I think it's an automatic connection with that audience that was around back then.
Yeah.
Be a smaller audience, but still it's still there.
Yeah, and I think Jason Aaron is really good at taking, you know, the lore of a character and just lore and mythology in general and smothering it really well into comic books. Because you can't tell, I would really love Jason Aaron. He's a great writer.
Picked up just a run of Green Arrow comics.
Nice.
Older Green Arrows, just like 10 different issues.
Yeah. Oh, good night, Tacoma Comics. Have a good night, brother.
Good night, Tacoma. Look at and look what I have here.
Oh, yeah, I have that cover too. It's awesome.
I saw this and I'm like, $2, definitely.
Yeah, I agree, Jeff. That's also a good starting point. God of Thunder. After I read that story, Jason Aaron's Thor made a lot more sense to me. And you know, I read it digitally on Marvel Unlimited, but I definitely plan on collecting all 26 issues. It was really good, and definitely worth having into the PC.
I don't know who did this book. You gotta look it up, but it's pretty cool. It's another Red Sonja.
Ooh, yeah, I love the black background. Makes her hair pop even more.
I got that one. Mentioned you. I scored another one of these.
Oh yeah, lucky.
So I got 4 in the bunch.
Nice.
And then I picked up some of the stuff for Free Comic Book Day. Have you seen that?
Like I said, most of the shops. Yeah, and I probably should have just checked their website. They probably would have had them on there, but it didn't even really. I didn't really think about it, you know. But no, I didn't get any of the Free Comic Book Day books, unfortunately.
Yeah, let's show you what I got.
The Robert Kirkman one that came out, I heard was really good.
You got the X-Men one.
Oh no, I heard of that one too. That's really awesome. Really awesome cover.
Street Fighter.
Nice. I love the old school Street Fighter comic books.
Asterix.
Sweet.
And that.
Old school.
I don't even know what this one is, but I grabbed it. The Warren books.
The Warren books. That's awesome.
It just, I don't know. Something looked interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, the artwork definitely pulls me in.
It looks like very simple, but I don't know. It's cute.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Is it kid friendly? I think I said my students were right.
I think so. I mean,
yeah.
Looks interesting.
Yeah.
But other than what I picked up this week, I mean, I picked up the new issue of Vampirella, and I picked up.
Is that issue 12 or 11?
It's 11.
Yeah.
So I got this one.
Nice. That's the cosplay one. That's the one my buddy got. I'm gonna pick it up.
That's a Perillo. Yeah, that's the Perillo cover.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite one.
And then I got this new book called Sacred Six, which is like Vampirella's team. And I
She has
got,
a team?
yeah, she's got like, it's like Vampirella, Draculina, Panther, Nyx, Chastity, Lilith. There's
Huh.
good,
That
evil.
cover looks familiar. That's crazy. She got a team. She's already like scary by herself.
Here's this is the Perillo, I think. This is the Perillo cover.
Oh, I like that one. That one's great.
And I got this one is Group Shot.
Nice. That's another one too.
That's Jay Lee one. I guess it's just another set of the four of them. Okay. And then I got this is I think the Megan Hendrick.
Oh, that is a nice one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one just killed all of them.
So I got some cool stuff this week. Had some
Nice.
made a few trips, had some good success.
Sweet.
Buying books.
Yeah, I can't wait until I actually can go into a shop and actually dig through long boxes. I haven't done. It's been months since I've done that. Oh man. But
Yeah,
still,
I did a little digging today. I didn't dig for like hours and hours.
but yeah, you're still able to go inside the shop and like say, "Hey, how you doing?"
I mean, I made a good little pile.
Nice.
It's yeah, I guess I'm fortunate that we're able to have like stores open out here in Vegas.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, there's an impact, but it doesn't seem to be as far reaching as in a lot of places.
Which I know Vegas is pretty big, and it's not just a strip, but I don't know if the towns out there like really packed in, or if there's a lot of people in
Really,
space.
there's a lot of room.
Nice. Then yeah, you guys are fine.
I
And
mean, it's pretty. It's a desert. There's plenty of room.
yeah. What kind of omnibus did you get, John? I have no omnibuses in my collection. Like, there's some that I have in mind that I want to get, but they'll seem like really pricey to get. But I guess worth it, especially if you get them like on websites like Overstock, you can get them for a decent price. Claim A.
This isn't an auction, Jeff. I'm just bagging and boarding and talking but
Do you have any omnibuses or omnibuy?
Yeah. I mean, if I technically, I don't know if I have an omnibus. I have technically, I guess I do. I think I have the Alias omnibus. It's like a big giant hardcover, and it's the whole Alias series.
Oh, nice.
Jessica Jones Alias. I have that one, and then I have like the Akira 35th anniversary. I think it's 6 or 7 volumes. I don't know if that's technically an omnibus. And then I also have a giant hardcover set of the whole Sin City series at the Absolute editions.
Yeah.
Like 4 big hardcovers and 2 slipcase boxes.
That's pretty cool.
So, I have some hardcovers. I don't know if they're technically omnibuses, but eventually, I'll have more room and I'll get into my storage unit.
Nice.
And I'll see how all my stuff has fared in storage over the course of a couple of years. Hopefully, it'll survive well.
We have Batman Popster.
What's up?
Batman is there. What's up, dude?
Schultz says if I would get an omnibus, that would be my first one. Huge X-Men fan. you know what it is about an omnibus? It's like cool, and I think it's cool that you get extra stuff in it, but it's tough to actually read. I mean, you got to have a desk or something, or you got to have a place to put a
Yeah.
Trades are just trades are just more convenient. You know,
I can put a trade in my Uber Eats bag, and I'll read. I can
carry one with me and read it whenever.
You take an omnibus with you. It's like you're back in high school again, carrying all your chemistry and physics books.
Seriously.
I didn't use my locker. I just put everything in my bag. That's why I'm so strong and why I have a hump in my back.
The other book picked up is Meta Barons.
Oh, I've never heard of this series.
Yeah, Jordowski and Jimenez. It's just like European sci-fi stuff. It's kind of like in the vein of like heavy metal or I don't know, heavy metal. That's what comes to mind when I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sci-fi, European sci-fi. It's like the stuff they would have published in heavy metal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that's.
Yeah, I agree, John. Like the first 60 X-Men books, I'm probably never gonna own because that's out my price range. But it would be cool to read them in omnibus form, or at least like
that's like cost prohibitive that you can't afford. Yeah. I think it's a great option.
Yeah.
It's just that's a big book.
Yeah. It's a spicy meatball. Yeah. If I had more space, like an actual desk in my room, because I have a shelf, I don't have like a desk, so that would be definitely hard for me. Ooh, that's a great cover, dude.
That's the second print.
Second print, and that one's going up in price, dude. Like anything with no on it is shooting up in price.
We got that one.
Yeah, I agree. Better. Ooh, no, you did not get one of those.
I didn't realize what it was. I'm like, and I got it, and I opened the cover. Is there like a? And I was like, oh, that stinks.
Yeah, it's a big. Rob is calling them the "fuck you" poster, the "fuck you" covers.
Yeah, so whatever. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's purple.
I was digging through my boxes. I was digging through my boxes and I found.
Nice. I have the second print. I have that. I have that one too. Someone sent it to me. Oh, nice. That the second. That first print.
Yep.
Nice. I love that cover too.
Oh.
Which issue is the one with the dog on it? That one's a great cover too.
I'm not sure.
8? I think it's 8. Oh, Beta Jim. I don't think teachers should be complaining about the size of books. I'm just saying.
Books are almost like, with the current situation, honestly, the one thing I know I'm pretty sure is that I'm going to be going like most as digital as possible, like basically paperless.
Yeah.
Like, just for hygiene reasons, I guess, and home. But yeah, it's good. I mean, it's no big deal. I'm pretty comfortable teaching online. Have you had to teach online at all?
I did the last like 3 months. The last 2 months. It was the last 2 months. Last 2 months I was teaching online. It was definitely it doubled. My work doubled definitely, but I was able to adjust. It was just mainly getting parents on the same page. That was my biggest problem. Like not the material, working on the material, getting the material to the kids. actually getting the parents to be like proactive with getting their kids set up with the laptop. Especially when our school gave out laptops. A lot of our parents there, they work during the day, so no one's really there. Some of our kids are like latchkey kids and just like there by themselves, with their older brother or with their younger brother and sister. So I'm hoping, going into this school year, we can find, better ways to stay in communication with parents.
Yeah, I
And get
mean,
them up to-
it was definitely a learning curve. Like it was a challenge at first, and what I thought would work, and I was like, they took a little getting used to and knowing exactly how to deliver the content and the timing
Yeah,
and the way to maintain communication and just maintain the class and the kind of the rhythm and the flow.
yeah.
It took a bit of an adjustment, but I'm having had the experience. I'm confident for next year. I think it was definitely a learning experience.
No, I agree. I learned how to use Zoom for the first time. I learned how to use Google Classroom for the first time. That was a great experience. It's a great resource if you know how to use it and utilize it the right way. Yeah,
Yeah, I use Google Classroom like a lot, like for a couple of years
yeah.
now.
Oh wow, yeah, that's awesome. But that makes more sense because you probably have like kids um, that had to do like work from home or
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Um,
That's the technology for you. Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, and I learned a lot about editing too because with a lot of my STEM lessons, I basically made videos for my students, and I kind of put like a Beekman's World / Bill Nye the Science Guy kind of flow to it, and they ate it up. So it gave me a chance to be creative and kind of keep the kids engaged.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, man. It's when it's a we have a good opportunity to apply creativity to our delivery, and that can
Yeah.
really make a lot of the difference between success and failure.
No, I agree.
Just
I
bringing to the kids in a different way. Like you can't stick to the old model of teaching a chapter and taking a test quiz or whatever. You got to just open up and be more fluid to learning.
Yeah, and kids are very honest too, so they'll let you know if they're bored or they're not engaged. Like some of my students have been blatantly honest. I don't like this because this is boring. Like,
Yeah,
and so we'll have before the whole COVID thing, we'll have circles and talk about how can we change this? What can we do next time? What would you like me to teach? Because I don't, I try to tell them all the time, like I'm not designing this classroom. Just me. You guys are designing it as well. And I think it's really important to have like kids have a voice on how the classroom, not as just like it's done, but how it's taught.
it creates ownership of the
Yeah,
whole.
I agree. And you can tell them like you guys agreed on this. We all voted on this as a community.
Yeah, I don't really have. Sorry, I don't really have a lot of like type of discipline, really any kind of discipline issues. I'm lucky with the kids I work with. They're pretty awesome kids. I mean, I've always worked with awesome kids, but there's just it's a good it's a awesome environment to work in.
I get some spicy meatballs sometimes, but
Yeah,
it's not their fault. It's the environment they're in. Sometimes they're just hungry or they're tired.
yeah, kids face a lot of challenges.
Yeah,
growing up.
I had a kid that his mom would just let him play Fortnite all night, and then he would come in and he would take his anger out on the kids. He's like, I'm like, are you sleepy? You want to take a nap? I want to go to have a chill zone where they can go and sit, read a book, or there's like things they can play with their hands to kind of calm themselves down, like calming tools. and he would just like go to the corner and just go to sleep.
He was probably just exhausted.
Yeah,
It's
and it's like how
crazy.
how do you like give a parent advice without stepping on their toes? That's always been like a hard thing for me to do. It's like
Yeah,
be
definitely.
honest, but also trying not to
Sure.
tell parents how to raise the kids.
Definitely. Sure.
Like my kids always put that in my face, like, well, my mom and my dad let me do this, or let me do that. And I'm like, well, I'm not your mom and your dad. What you do at home is what you guys, those are your rules. But we have our set of rules here, and that's these are the things that we have to follow. You know, so it's pretty interesting. I miss my students. Like I can't wait to see them, whether it's in person or virtually.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, already saw my list for coming school year, and it's like cool to see everybody, all the kids that are in my class, and learn their names, and be preparing and prepping. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I got this book in.
Oh, nice. Uh, when did that come out? 'Cause I saw a spider. I wanted a Spider Woman.
I think it's been out for a while because I had it once before.
Is it like that Wolverine one that everybody was going crazy over?
No, I think it just kind of looks like it's because she's phasing. It's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Really,
that makes sense.
it's not the same artist that does those negative ones. This is Ji Hung Lee.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
It's just I think the way it has such a stark background, it looks like that. That's pretty cool. But I got that book in. I made a deal with a buddy of mine with first edition, and he hooked me up with a couple of great books.
Oh, nice. First edition is awesome, dude. Oh, nice, dude. That's a great book.
You know whose first appearance this is?
Is that Kazar's first appearance or
Yep. Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck? Yeah, that's crazy.
So I finally got this book in my collection.
Nice, dude.
Wanted this one for a while, so I'm psyched about that. That's a nice copy of that. And then I got one of my first. I think this is my second EC book. Shock Story.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Guy's foot is caught in the bear trap or the animal.
And there's a bear coming. Oh, that's a panther.
There's some kind of mountain lion or something coming.
Puma.
Yeah.
Puma's coming for you.
In the EC tradition.
I kind of want to get into some of those those old school horror movies. I love Tales from the Dark Side when I was a kid.
Yeah. That's
all Tales from the
I love all those anthology horror shows.
Yeah, same here.
Any of
My
those?
mom watched a lot of them. When I was a kid, and she watched them. I watched them. We watched a lot of old school Twilight Zone episodes. And
yeah,
I didn't know it was a remake.
At some point, I had the whole Twilight Zone on DVD, every episode.
Nice.
I don't know where that collection got to, but I could probably watch them on any number of places.
I know on Netflix they have a show called Black Mirror. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but Black Mirror gives a lot of homage to Twilight Zone. It's basically Twilight Zone with technology. It's so good.
I started watching some show. I don't remember what it was called. It was a show on Amazon, but it was kind of it had a continuing story, but it kind of was more of a story of of the technology of the future and how it was impacting the lives of different people.
Yeah.
Something about the loop or something, but it was okay. I watched a couple episodes.
Yeah, if you figure out if you remember what the name of it, let me know. I'm looking for some new stuff to watch.
Anything else? Yeah, here's the Avengers book.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was a great movie.
Before. It's a pretty cool cover. Sometimes I grab them so quick I don't really look at them good.
No, I'm just glad they brought like Moon Knight into the storylines again. When I found out who Moon Knight was, I like instantly fell in love with his like character, and I was one of those people calling him like the Marvel Batman, but he's definitely way more different than Batman.
Yeah, he's got his own like the whole thing with him being crazy or maybe being like. Is it three different guys? Is it three different personalities? Is he?
Yeah, well, and he just created them just to, as characters to kind of help him, keep.
I mean, I'll tell you, even Batman has like a fake identity, matches Malone.
Yeah, but he doesn't
like into the underworld and like infiltrate it. So like, but I think I don't know. I always like Moon Knight. He just, if nothing else, he looks really cool.
And
that
would be a cool story. And Matches Malone. I don't know if they ever came out with that. It's like a Matches Malone story. There's nothing but Matches Malone issue number 1. It has nothing to do with Batman.
I don't know if they've really used that even used Matches in a long time. I don't even know.
Yeah, I know they talked about him in an issue a while back, but I don't know if they've used him.
I read the last couple issues.
Yeah, and the Moon Knight story where he was actually in the mental institution is great. I didn't finish reading the whole thing, but
when you didn't know, was he really like powered by an Egyptian god, or was he just
just like some crazy guy? It's like you created all these people in your head, dude. Like you are, and then they show him his suit, like, and it's like a crazy suit. It's like some quick stitched up suit. And it's like it's not even a suit that he never. So I don't know. I want to finish reading it because I love like crazy twists like that where it's just like I'm gonna take what you think about this character and I'm gonna flip it upside down.
Yeah, it was out there, but yeah, no, I've been collecting Moon Knight for a while, but maybe like I'd say about 3 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I really made a good like push to collect Moon Knight and collected a lot of the like original run and
I have a lot of the first run, the Mark Spector run, but it's not complete. I definitely want to build it up.
And I have most of I think a good chunk of the Bill Sienkiewicz, the '80s run.
Yeah.
And then I have a couple of the issues like that Stephen Platt did. I have the one with Spider-Man. I think I have 55, and I think I have 60. I think I have 50.
You talking about the Death of Moon Knight? I have that one. I want to collect the David Finch covers.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
I have a couple, but those are hard to come by too because they're so popular. But the art, man, David Finch kills it on the art.
Yeah, he slays it on Moon Knight.
I agree.
I'll keep my eyes open if I come across any.
Yeah, let me know.
I'll slide them your way. So yeah, wow, look at that. The time flies. We're at.
I know. Time flies when you have fun.
Wow. So we said we're going to do about an hour, right?
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah. So, okay, man. Great. Great talking to you, Mynd Shift. Let's take a minute here. Let's see who's got a couple of people left. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. We had Beta Ray Jim. Good to see you, Beta Ray. Jeff Schultz. Always good to see you, Jeff. Comic with Kids. Don't worry, man. I will get you your drawing. It's happening. Batman Popper, always good to see you. I think that's pretty much. I got everybody that chatted recently. So, hey, thanks for coming out, everybody. Anything you want to share, Mynd Shift, before we sign off?
No, I don't have anything coming up this week. You guys can always catch me on Not Near Mint, the whole Not Near Mint crew. Rob Worst, Lady Fantastic, Miracle Man, and me every Wednesday at 7 my time, 10 o'clock if you're on the East Coast, or 9 o'clock if you're in Mountain Time.
Definitely
so-
check out Not Near Mind Shift and Lady Fantastic, and I'm not sure, I don't remember who else you're with there.
Miracle Man. Speaking of Not Near Mint, Rob, what's up? we said his name too many times.
He was listening. He was out there. Good to hear from you, Not Near Mint. We're just getting ready to wrap this show up. But yeah, so I'll be. Is there anything else, Kirk? I don't want to.
Oh no, that was it. Go ahead, you can.
Yeah, tomorrow, Friday, I'll be on Meta's Marketplace. I'm not even sure what time it's going on, but just there'll be a post, whether it's earlier or later. I'm sure there'll be a post, and I'll see you tomorrow on Meta's Market, whether it's midday or midnight. Most of the books I had tonight, except for a couple, will probably be available on Friday's auction, and have a couple more long boxes to go through, so there'll be some new stuff. But other than that, thanks again to everybody for coming by in the chat. Awesome to see you all. Awesome to hear from you. Another second great episode. Thank you for co-hosting. Mind Shift.
Of course, anytime.
Everybody, thank you.
Good night, everybody. Have a good night.